Alrighty, guys, good evening. On a little bit later here, but that's the way things go. Tonight, guys, we're going to be doing more Marvel Rivals. Good. Good. For some strange reason, my mic volume is lower than it used to be, guys, and all I did was restart my computer. Yeah, that'll happen. Top of the evening, Lisa. Evening, Odie. What happened? Why did my microphone volume change, guys? I didn't do anything. Test. Well, that's wonderful. It's definitely quieter. You can tell based on where it ends up in the volume indicator. I don't think I changed anything. Let's try that. That doesn't look like it did anything either. Testing 1 2. Test. Well, that's great. Good. I know it's lower than normal though, based on my audio levels. If I turn it up, I'm pretty sure it's going to fix itself and then be worse. Good. Also based on, sometimes it doesn't, my voice, my noise gate doesn't open sometimes, which means it's too low. Yeah. I swear I didn't change anything, guys. The only thing I've changed is moved around my connections, so unplugging and plugging it back in did something. Lovely. Let's start the talks here, guys, and get into things. There are some patch notes for the game. I don't think we're going to do a podcast tonight, guys. I said I was going to, but I briefly looked over the patch notes, and there's like maybe 10 changes, and they're all kind of trivial. So, I don't actually think it's worth covering. Making a video on it. I suspect we aren't going to talk much about it, so. But then again, sometimes I say that, and then lo and behold, it actually turns out we talk a lot about it. Let's see. Had some pretty good games yesterday, guys. Might be onto something here, but every single time I thought I've fixed things, it turns out I haven't. So the likeliness that it's going to continue, I don't know. IDK, guys. Let's see. Had some Taco Bell earlier tonight, guys. I mentioned before, I I miss eating out, guys. I really do. Fast food eating out. But it is insanely expensive. You can literally eat almost anything from the grocery store, and it'll be like half the price of eating fast food, so... Deli. Like, literally, they just cook shit. You can go to the deli, and it's basically half price compared to eating fast food. Like, the amount of food you get for going to a fast food place is next to nothing. And they had the audacity to, like, prior to, like, this year, I think it was, like, you couldn't get, like, shit for under $10. Like, it was just extremely expensive if you want any sort of meal. And then people figured it out, and then they just stopped going, and now they have meal deals. So, surprise! Supply and demand, guys. Let's see. Okay. Let's take a look at the patch notes, guys. Let's see. Uh-huh. Alright. I'm gonna go grab a soda, guys. Wash my coffee cup out. Be right back. Alrighty, let's see. What do we got going on here, guys? Patch notes, patch notes, patch notes. Let's see. It's actually surprising. I thought there's going to be bigger, like more patch notes, and there isn't really. It's actually just a pretty small list. Normally, like with the last couple seasons, they had major changes between seasons. Or with new seasons. And it looks like, that being said, the game's in kind of a good state right now, with the exception being the weird-ass fucking hit registration, and I don't know if it's DDA or not, but there's some really weird shit that goes on. So, I don't know, guys. That aside, the game itself, I think game balance is pretty good. It still rotates, almost everything rotates around defense vaults. Let's see. Emma is taking a nerf. She's played a lot in high MMR. 10 damage per second to telepathic pulse, which I believe is her... I think that's her laser beam. Yeah, that's her laser beam attack. Maybe we should just look at the marvels at GG instead. It is nice. We just click on something. There you go. Here we can literally just click on the hero, which takes you to their webpage. Unlock weekly performance. Oh yeah. So they have a stat tracker you have to pay for. Look here and see. That's her psionic dick. Guys, remember when the thing came out and I said he needed buffs? Like when he first came out, I said right off the rip. Let's say right off the bat, right off the rip, I said the thing needed buffs because he's like a shitty Hulk. Do you know what happened in a month or so later, guys? No one fucking played him. And you know what I said? Like this is I told you so moment, guys, because as it turns out, I think I'm actually pretty good at game development. Yeah, just take that with a grain of salt, but I definitely think I'm fucking fantastic at game development. I don't toot my horn about many things, but I'm definitely usually pretty on about fixing things or when things need to be fixed or methods for fixing stuff. Lo and behold, the two things that I said the thing could do that like they could change and make him better is one is changing his movement ability so you can actually use it as an engage, which they just did. They made it so you can now use his engage, much kind of like as Hulk, as a way to get into fights. And he gets the damage reduction, so you can use it to go in and go out. Yeah. And then I also said his right click, at the time I didn't know it gave you a mini shield whenever you use it, but it does. It gives you a mini shield that falls off. His right click should have some sort of CC effect on it, right? And while that could be really annoying, it makes it more impactful than just left clicking, because left click actually does more damage if you guys are curious about that. Yeah, so they gave him one. They made one where he can knock down flying enemies. I don't know exactly how that's going to work or what the range is going to be on, if it's a secondary effect that has a range on it. But yeah, they gave him a CC effect on his right click. But that being said, maybe he doesn't even need range on it because he can leap towards people in the air and then hit him with a haymaker that knocks him down. Now, if this is a stun, this would be OP as shit. If it just knocks you to the ground, so makes you go to the ground, this isn't that big of a deal. If it's a stun, like Namor stuns you with his ult, right? If it's a stun, that'd actually be really, really broken as fucking shit. If it just makes you lose altitude to the ground level, that wouldn't be that big of a deal. But if it stuns you, that's going to be really, really fucking annoying, to the point I don't think people will actually play Flying Heroes. This is like a super hard counter if this is an aerial stun. So it really depends on how this works. If it's just drop you to the ground altitude-wise and then you have to move again because air units are actually relatively slow, that's not that big of a deal. But yeah, there's actually pseudo-flying heroes, like Star-Lord is a pseudo-flying hero. So if he can literally just like stun people that are in the air, this is going to be horrible. However, if it just makes you lose altitude to ground level, it's a way of dealing with flyers and get them down to your level, right? And like snares you to the ground or something, that would be actually alright. But if it's a stun, yeah, like Namor, that would most definitely be game-breaking for a lot of players. I can even imagine a case in which the things would be able to intercept people that don't normally fly, like Iron Fist, and actually fucking wreck their face. So, if this is a stun, this is going to be out of control. I'm just going to straight up say right now, if this is a stun, this is going to be out of control, but if this is something that just makes you lose altitude to ground level and reset, that's not that big of a deal. But stun would absolutely be completely out of control. $50 bonus health. Yeah, so 50 mini shield on activation. They need to give like a name for it. The game also needs a buff and nerf bar, a buff and debuff bar, and it doesn't have that. Cause those are actually pretty important stats effects, and you don't always know when they're on you. Still, Venom, cellular corrosion, I believe, is from his splooge that he puts on people when he hits the ground. Is now 25% slow. Here, that it is part of his ult. Cellular corrosion. On like websites by League of Legends right away, by the way, or even Heroes of the Storm. Heroes of the Storm, a fantastic game for a lot of different reasons. You can literally hover over the ability and it shows it to you. It shows you what ability it's talking about. Phenomenal. Cellular corrosion. Yeah, this is the splooge he shits on people when he's next to him. Make his splooge more consistent and also offer him more CC, which he probably needs. Venom's not played a lot. He'll play more than the Thing, though. So Torch. Evening, Cavs. Thanks, dude. Torch here, guys. I still think they buffed him in the wrong way. The best part of his kit was his AoE ability, but they never fixed it, and it's janky as fuck. You can do some cheese with it, but using it in a normal situation is extremely difficult. There's a lot of cases where you hit your cinder pile on a wall, a shield, even a direct hit on players, and it won't drop to the ground, so you lose a charge. So getting it out in the middle of combat is extraordinarily difficult, which is unfortunate. It makes it very difficult to use as best part of his kit. Area denial heroes are very uncommon. Instead, they made him just a flying reaper. Let's see. Reduced his ult. They nerfed his... They're slowly walking back his cluster damage. I think this is up to the second one he's gotten on a nerf on his cluster damage, which is his left click. Team up anchor boost, 5% damage bonus, so he's an anchor now. They made it so when he powers up, his first two repulsor blasts, which I believe is just his left clicks, do less damage now. I didn't think, I didn't actually think Iron Man's OP. His unibeam is basically still what does the most damage when he gets in close and uses it. Enhancing damage to repulsor blast and unibeam while also granting health. It doesn't tell you how much it grants though. $140 damage per second. It doesn't tell you the effects of armor overdrive on here. Bug report. Yeah, so it doesn't tell you what this does. Be gritty of it. Good evening, Sinful. Hope you're having a wonderful evening, dude. Five damage nerf. Increases alt cost by 400. The fuck is that? So you can't use it when he encounters... I think this is to tune him with defensive ults. So he can't actually counter defensive ults as effectively. That's hilarious. He's too good at breaking the thing that's OP in the game. Yes. Loses bonus health in tank state by 50. Fantastic can be pretty oppressive. Good ones can. Namor, it buffed his damage of his left clicks. He needs buffs. I don't think Namor needs buffs at all. What? Yeah, I don't think Namor needs buffs. He's still pretty good, just people don't play him. Wanda can be can underperform. I've seen some good Wandas though. It basically comes down to hitting your right clicks constantly. They nerfed her ultimate ability and increased the damage. Why? Also, I thought it was an insta-kill. It actually has damage to it. I always thought her ultimate was an insta-kill. I don't think she's ever been... She's OP? Like, they buffed her, They buffed her damage, but, like, it's mainly a nerf because you're going to encounter a lot of fodder that tries to run away. I don't know why they did that. It's a nerf to Wanda. Very weird. Not sure why they did that. Increases damage. There increases Spider-Man's damage. They really need to do that. There are some really good Spider-Mans, guys. It's just not everyone. This reminds me a lot of Witch in Dead by Daylight. Or Nurse, excuse me. Nurse in Dead by Daylight. There's a lot of shitty nurses, but then there's a couple really, really good ones that just completely change things. Yeah, they're increasing all of his I don't know why they are, but they're increasing all of his damage. Spider-Man relies an awful lot on you not noticing he's there and then coming in for an attack prior to you being able to respond to it. I don't... He needs buffs. I don't know why they did that. Probably Necros. That's, this is Necros bureaucracy here. Necros, what would that be? Necros lobbying. That's what I was looking for. Lobbying. Necros always lobbies for fucking Spider-Man constantly, which either involves gaslighting or just telling people that he needs buffs constantly because he loves playing the character. He's actually not that. He's not super amazing at it, even though he's known for it. I've definitely seen better Spider-Mans, so... They nerfed Punisher's turret. There is actually some really ridiculous cheese you can do with Punisher, guys, in his turret form. You can use it to get out a lot of areas in which you actually would potentially die simply by putting it down early into a fight, especially like a 1v1 or such. It literally just gives you an extra energy bar. And there's a lot of Punishers that don't do it. Extra health bar. And a lot of health. And it is very easy to kill people with it. I would have rather seen a nerf to his AoE damage from the turret as opposed to the damage itself. So make it more skillful to hit with it. Right now it is extremely... They're explosive rounds, it's extremely easy to hit people with them. Increases ult cost. Oh, this actually isn't in tune with, This isn't in tune with defense vaults. Defense vaults are like 4,300, 4,000. That's actually not... Still low. Oh, speaking of which, guys, if you weren't here, we encountered a cheater yesterday that was able to use his ult, like 50% more often than everyone else. We calculated it out, and he had 13,000 damage and health, damage and healing at the end of the map, and he cast his ult like 4 or 5 times, which would take 16 or 20,000 damage and healing. Yeah. He casted a second one like 30 seconds later after the first one, when we basically didn't even participate in a fight. Pretty crazy shit. Damage fall off, I believe that's just his left clicks. Remember how earlier, like when season 1 or 1.5, when everyone was saying Wolverine was OP and I said he actually needs buffs because he's really cheesy, and if you actually know what he's doing, you either assist the person that gets leapt at or you try to kill him and save the person, or you either assist the person that gets leapt at or help kill the person that gets leapt at. And after you figure it out, you basically can't do anything anymore. You got nerfed though. Barrel leap strike duration. Airtime? No, this is actually a buff. That's how long he gets to do more damage. It's actually a buff. Yeah, so he gets a huge, pretty big damage bonus when he uses his Feral Leap, and looks like he can't use it as often, which is going to make it less engaging to play him, by the way, because all he does right now is he sits and waits to cheese on tanks. That's all this guy does. So I guess Wolverine, I don't really, like, I'm not a big fan of his I'm gonna sit in a corner. Does Wolverine strike you as someone that sits in a corner and waits to ambush people constantly? I guess maybe, depending on how you think about him, but it doesn't seem like, maybe, where he waits to engage, and when he engages, he's like a berserker? Maybe. There's probably more they could do with that if they want him to play like that. As opposed to the way it works right now. Like playing, as we talked about in Season 1, playing more off of his ramp up. Berserker Rage. And give him a way of pulling down his, what is it called? Last Stand? No. Regenerative healing factor, because right now it takes forever to cool it down. When basically his passive's down, he's useless. And there's no way of telling when it's down or up. Besides comms. So, Invisible Woman. They're giving Invisible Woman's picked very often. Increasing projection healing from 40 to 45 and damage from 20 to 25. This is going to make her better against dive. That's her splooge ball she shoots out. It's not. What? Orb projection healing. Vortex, I thought that's what they're talking about. Orb projection healing. The fuck is that? What? This doesn't return. I think it's psionic support. That actually... Oh. Also, the abilities don't have any stats on them. Oh my god, Marvel's Rivals dead. GG. You're falling behind, man. Yeah, I don't know exactly. Orb projection. I fucking hate the normal Rivals website. It is very difficult to find. Like, the heroes are next to impossible to browse. Alright, let's look. But you can't even go to her page by... Oh no. My god, you can't actually go to the heroes page by clicking on them. Alright, well, I guess let's, there we go. What do they call it? Orb projection? Is that it? Orb projection. What do they call it here? Psionic strike. Where that was lost. Alright, orb projection is her primary. I didn't even know I thought she just fired aim assist projectiles. Huh. Play like zero healers, guys. Because fuck healers. Interesting. So this isn't her Vortex. Vortex would help with dive. Make her do more damage and healing. Loki. increased energy cost of his ultimate, 4,300, probably to be more aligned with other healers, because he basically duplicates healing ults almost exclusively. Which, by the way, if they wanted to, guys, you know, Loki is a very diverse character, guys, and if they really wanted to, they could change how much ult cost is required based on the character that he selects. And so it would prorate the ult, and a defensive ult would be worth the most. And I guess you need like 4 tiers, because there's healers that don't have defensive ults, right? Even though almost all of them do. But you could actually make tiers, but right now, like, at the most basic level, I'd say there should be 3 tiers. You have DPS ult, you have a tank ult, and then you have a defensive ult, right? And healers technically have like a defensive ult, which is almost exclusively what healers play, right? And then you have maybe like Jeff. Like what do we have besides? I don't even know off the top of my head. Like Rocket used to have just a damage ult, but now it's a deep healing ult too, so it's technically a defensive ult. Ultron is a damage ult. Also, it's healing, so maybe not that, because it also is the same as Raccoon. Maybe not even Jeff. I think it's just Jeff. Jeff's the only healer. Is he the only healer that has Adam? Adam has Rebirth, right? I mean, I guess at this point you should just throw them all together. So Jeff and Adam lose out on this. Yeah. Mantis is a healing ult. Raccoon has a healing ult now. Ultron has a healing ult technically too. Heal people with it. Yeah, that just leaves Adam and Jeff. But, I mean, I guess. Oh, fuck them. But either way, 3 different levels and 3 different costs associated with it, and you can change the cost depending on which it is, so it makes him more versatile, and then he is able to better take care of a situation. It is really one-dimensional right now that all he does is copy defensive ults. And once again, defensive ults are OP as shit. This game is still run around them. The game almost exclusively rotates around defensive ults. So like literally when the defensive ult's up, what do? You just wait. Maybe shoot someone that doesn't get to the defensive ult, and that's pretty much it. Alright. Healing's more powerful. The developers saw me killing the lone mantises and giggling about it because they didn't know. Because you can kill an ulting mantis. The inexperienced ones, or even the experienced ones that don't know, Psylocke can like kill an ulting mantis if either they're really unlucky or you single them out. Increases bonus health from 100 to 150. Healing flowers. This isn't her ult, is it? That's just your hot. Yeah, heal over time. So now it has a heal over time to better help tanks at 2.5 a second. I don't know how much that is normalized for like tanks compared to the healing per second. My guess is it's higher. So this is to help out her ability to heal tanks. Without sacrificing, it's probably normalized, so it's not that. It's probably almost the same for 250 HP. Yes. Maybe it's not actually. 2.5 is not that much. Yeah, so she heals DPS worse now. Well, that's actually interesting. You'd think they would have normalized these two so she doesn't lose out against DPS, right? And obviously, if you type in like a 700 HP tank, this is gonna be a lot higher. Yeah, this is almost that gives her a 50% bonus to healing tanks. 7.5, right? So they normalize this. They normalize this for tanks, but they also didn't normalize it for DPS. So DPS now, her heal is kind of lackluster anyways for DPS. Now it's even worse. I mean, actually, maybe not. That's pretty close, right? That's 19. That's pretty close. I'll give it to him. So now she's much better at healing tanks. I don't know how this compares to like Invisiwoman. I mean, I guess we could just check. Can't check there. Invisiwoman's weird. $80 healing per second. That's a lot compared to Mantis. As I mentioned before, guys, Mantis should be a better multitasking hero than she currently is. With hot heroes, they tend to be really good if the person's playing them is very good at multitasking. They generally benefit much better. But if you don't, you really kind of suck a dick. But with a healer like this, like with druids, for instance, in World of Warcraft, you can put a bunch of hots on a bunch of people, right? Different play style, but it's never really been kind of that way. She's not really played that way. Even though she probably should be. I still think, by the way, guys, if you're curious about like some games with really, really good mechanics in it when it comes to playing Heroes, Heroes of the Storm, still hands down, is probably basically the best MOBA in my personal opinion. It's just it was too different from League of Legends and too different from Dota, which is why people didn't like it. There's a lot of really, really cool mechanics. In the case of Heroes of the Storm, they have Malfurion, which can put hots on people, and then you benefit, depending on how you build him, you benefit from having more hots on people, so it ramps up faster, and it also gives the benefits to yourself. They make it so you can actually cool down your hots faster based on basically damage effects, right? So you do damage to reduce the cooldown on your hots, and then also eventually make it so you can actually do more healing by damaging while hots are on people and more hots are active. Really, really cool. Like I said, there's a lot of complicated mechanics in there's simple heroes too, but a lot of complicated mechanics in Heroes of the Storm makes the game very, very fun in my opinion. Still to this day, game still exists, worth playing, guys. With a lot of really cool characters in it. So she got a buff to probably the more noticeable buff here, by the way, is her tank healing is now much higher as opposed to her ult. I'm pretty sure I can still kill her as Psylocke in her ult. There's an increase to her heal per second. Ultron. They reduced how long he flies in his super fast form by 25%. Imperative firewall bonus. Reduce the extra health he gives people and himself by 5, which isn't much at all. Alright, well, biggest changes so far, guys. Tank, I'd say biggest changes so far is Mantis is much better at healing tanks. The Thing, depending on how his knockdown on flying units works, he could be either extremely broken or pretty good now. Basically, you gave him the things that I mentioned back when he was first released that he needed to be better. Lo and behold, they gave him an ability to dash to enemies, which is using his damage reduction, and it gives him to, so he can actually engage people now and get out of town. And also, he has a way of intercepting, so he can dash now. I don't want to leap. He can leap to flying heroes and then hit him with the haymaker, which hopefully is not a stun, but if it's a stun, it's going to be broken as shit, because you could use it on pretty much any hero, not just a fucking Storm or Iron Man. But yeah, I would say, personally, guys, as far as patch notes go here, guys, the Thing definitely got the biggest bonus. Not really too much to worry about here. Wanda got a nerf, which is funny. And I would say Mantis's tank healing is now much higher, which makes her much more viable. Loki, as I mentioned before, he's a complicated hero anyways, and as such, there are things, guys, as I mentioned with Heroes of the Storm, there are heroes at which they have skill classifications, right, where they're easy, moderate, and then difficult heroes. Loki is a difficult hero, and as such, they can do more things with him if they want to, right? And I think giving him an alt charge that's prorated based on the class of character that he copies would actually be very good for him and for the health of the game, so he's not always copying defensive characters. He's probably still going to copy defensive ults, by the way. But it leaves an opportunity to do something different. Oh, team-ups. We didn't look at team-ups. 5% damage bonus as Anchor. I don't know what Infernal Blast is. We'll have to wait and see. Phoenix and Wolverine. Phoenix is the new hero. We'll have to wait and see how she plays in the game. Phoenix Warrior ability. A lot of these you don't know until you look at what they do in the game. Phoenix Warrior might be a recharge to his shield, his passive. 10% damage bonus to Phoenix. Pro Girl loses her Webbed Acorn. Her Webbed Acorn is extremely broken. It's a stun, and the radius on it's huge. Squirrel Missile ability with her team up with Iron Man. Oh, is it just like his Rocket Barrage? I mean, I don't know exactly how she'd do that, but, you know, I'll keep an open mind on it. Curious what that is. They removed the team up between Storm and Torch, which actually isn't even that common anymore. Like, I've seen more cheese with the Jeff, but then even that's not that common anymore. Gains tendrils from Venom. The res comp, so they nerfed the res comp a bit. Buffed Jeff Venom. All they have to do is fix the matchmaking system and rank to remove EOMM entirely. So people know, guys, the DDA shit is like a little bit too much for people to swallow, so yeah. DDA is basically the evolution of EOMM when EOMM is not cutting it because they can't guarantee losses unless they change how your stats are. What kind of stats you have in the game, guys? So they dynamically reduce your damage, you're going to fucking lose. There's almost no way around that. Unless the enemy team really fucks up, aka C9s. Other people notice this, guys. If you guys didn't notice, guys, a coin flip becomes less and less likely the more it happens. So, well, it's, you know, a 50-50 win-loss, assuming you're at the right rank, playing against the right people. You know, obviously skills involved, but 50-50, it turns into, like, it gets exponentially worse. You get on a losing streak of, like, 7. What is the chance of losing a coin flip 7 times in a row? Chance of losing coin flip 7 times. 0.78%. So if you have 7 losses in a row, guys, that's a 0.78% chance to happen. And then you, let's say 9 times, I had a loss streak of like 17. 9 times is 0.195%. What's 17? What's a loss streak of 17? 0.000076. That's a lottery ticket right there. Heard a Reaper actual? No. My lefty, no, my cam's just reversed. But you can pretend that I'm a southpaw. Yeah, I'm cool like that. Oats. Thank you, Thanweir, for bringing up the elephant in the room. If this were Reddit, you would have been moderator banned for speaking the truth. No fucking shit. I fucking hate Reddit. I don't post on Reddit anymore, guys. Reddit is like one of the cesspools I never want to go to. Like, it is an echo chamber And it is like they literally look for anything to moderate, and depending on which Reddit you're on, it is absolutely fucking absurd. And then there's the political angles on it too. So, yeah, I visit it, I look at it because it's a good resource of information, but it's like Wikipedia. Is it worse than Wikipedia? Nerf Hella. Give Hulk some buffs. I've seen good Hulks. I guys give more buffs to Hella. Where'd Hella get buffed? This? The tendrils? This? I think this is a close quarters ability. I don't think that's anything to worry about. Hella has problems right now with... basically, she's a sniper that doesn't require the same thing as a Widowmaker or... Hawkeye. Alright, so... just to recap here, guys, we'll have to wait and see how the team-up bonuses work. Recap, biggest changes, Thing ranges, whether or not, depending on how the knockdown works, ranges from OP as fucking shit to... he might be a good tank now. And followed by Mantis, specifically now that she is a much more effective tank healer. This ups, if you're looking at 700 HP tank, this gives her 30 healing per second, so it's a 50% buff to her healing compared to right now. Actually, no, it's not. No, because it's actually reduced. I did that wrong, guys. I did that wrong. Yeah, 700 times 0.025. Did I do it wrong? No, that's right. Yeah, 30. So it basically is almost increasing her healing on tanks by 50% right now. And it slightly nerfs her healing to DPS, but it's 1 per second, which isn't going to break the bank. Relatively balanced. But biggest deal, you know, putting aside her ult's a little bit buffed here, the biggest deal is literally her tank healing is now much more effective. That's a huge win for her. Other than that, there isn't really anything super amazing in the patch notes here outside the ordinary. Once again, team-ups are going to have to be a wait-and-see moment. Oh, Wanda got nerfed. Yeah, they gave her an extra 100 damage on her ult, but now it's much more difficult to hit, so... oh, yeah. And it was difficult to hit it in the first place. So, you know. Yeah, I don't think that was, yeah, I don't know why. Right now, it doesn't even seem like Wanda's usually hit it. Alright, well, let's play some games, guys. But, before that happens, we're going to do the nightly restart. Ah, the nightly restart. Yes. I love restarting my computer every night on stream. Doop doo, doop doop doo, doo doop 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 doo. Right, are we gonna have miserable games tonight, guys, or are they gonna be good? Throwing the dice. Extraction shooter? Okay. Well, I mean, it's an extraction shooter. Sounds like their take on EFT. Hindsight, guys, has a lot of missed opportunities to be a lot better than it currently is, and instead they chase other developers' games because they need cash injections. But they hired Rel instead of me, so, you know. All because he makes better YouTube videos, which is true. My YouTube videos suck. I don't really have any. My podcasts are borderline podcasts. True. It's very true. He was a much better YouTuber. And backfill.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I will not rest.
Why is my first game of the night a backfill? Let's see.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Oh, my
A lot, so we're just gonna play Scroll Grill and shoot at super long range. I wish they gave her more like grenade launcher grenades instead of what the fuck he is right now.
I was hurting for certain.
It was very difficult to angle them properly compared to
You can return the favor anytime.
mentioned before, Squirrel Girl is actually probably more powerful than Moon Knight is. However, but she's much more boring than Moon Knight is.
Just in time. Thanks.
Put a spring in my step.
We're back, right, Tippy Toe?
Lot of shit all trying to kill me, guys. Good? Good.
Got you! We're back, right, Tippy Toe?
Doop doop doo. Doop doo doop doop doo.
Never miss.
Doop doop doo.
Us against the world!
Doop doop.
Tony's down? Oh
Doop 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 doop.
Here I come again! You can return the favor anytime! You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner!
Pulse charge. Fire.
Control seized! You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going!
No, it didn't go over the ramp. No.
You see, this is why I protect my flesh parts.
We don't have numbers. Survive this!
We don't have a front line, by the way. I'm the front line, and the team runs around like a chicken with its head cut off, which is why we're playing Squirrel Girl. It's almost absurdly loss. Oh yeah, solo ult, huh? I wonder if he knows there's a second round.
Well, so I have a genetic anomaly, but I'm not a mutant. And please don't ask me what the difference is, because I don't know.
I don't know either. And making fun of herself. Doesn't actually make sense.
Get ready. Whoa. What year is it?
What year is it anywhere? All that matters is now.
Right. Gotta be present.
Hey, does she get bonus damage on her parrot?
Battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't remember doing that tail swipe. Is that new?
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
따스한 하얀 눈으로 널 감싸 안아.
I agree.
I appreciate you. Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Out of sight.
I'm not done with this fight. Capture the mission area! I suck. Time to go nuts. What touch of feeling?
Oh, they don't look friendly.
I suck. Oh, I am freezing my blind shot.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Only shooting 3 of them? Nate.
Team's capture power has passed the halfway point.
On.
I'm feeling good.
You think I'm afraid of being Your demons chose their queen wisely, Magic.
Control seized. Hurry, certain.
Nope. I didn't actually know at one time you could charge the nut.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Hey, nobody shakes us out of our tree.
Woo! Never miss!
Bounding back into action. You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going. Control lost.
It doesn't even matter, like, it doesn't even matter what our comp is. What matters is the fact that we basically have, people don't actually group for team fights or anything like that.
Oh, I'm fine, don't mind me.
It's the grand finale.
Us against the world!
Wasting my fucking time. Our best front line was basically at that front door, but instead of holding the front door, they went out the left side of the door for whatever fucking reason. Like I said, completely dysfunctional team. There's no way we're going to win this, which is why we're playing Squirrel Girl. Nothing to do with comp, although I'm sure people would blame comp. In every comp win, guys, hardest probably being 6 DPS. There's trash teammates. Next game. Loki, apparently. Was an Ultron at some point. Alright. Never saw heals from that guy. Any form. Next game. We're gonna get an actual game, or this is gonna be trash.
I'm not judging.
My
I actually have stuff I want to try, so I don't want to fucking play games like that. Because I already knew it was gonna be a loss, so I'm not gonna waste a fucking leave on it.
I'm just a sword for hire. This is all so much bigger than me. Gokigen-yo.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Average Jeff enjoyer. Oh, yeah.
Okay, Jeff, I got a plan, but it's gonna take expert timing and perfect precision. No, I'm just messing with you. All you gotta do is swallow everybody whole. Got it?
Greetings.
The battle starts in 5, 4.
Oh, they gave him the fucking disco chair.
2, 1.
Oh my god.
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
Bet that was Marvel's doing.
Too often, men prove themselves worse than demons.
From Thor Love and Thunder when Thor became a joke. Already people playing new characters.
Out of sight.
The mission area is yours to capture now.
Didn't do the right amount of damage to Jeff. I also didn't have a dash up. Pretty sure we would have had a dash up if my shots actually did the right amount of damage. Just like the hardest thing about playing Psylocke is like when you don't have the regs properly, just like with BP, it cuts out your ability to survive. Oh, my move speed.
This item seems ancient and powerful. Farewell.
Thought that was a BP.
The moon. This is real firepower.
Doing raw damage to
Farewell.
Beacon.
Do nicely.
Control lost.
Healing magic. Out of sight.
Swung at everyone except the people. So there's a modified fucking modified ult, by the way. It swung at all the highest HP heroes instead of killing the Jeff, or really random. Random chance would have killed one of those guys because they were all at one shot, and instead it just swung at the hero with the highest HP.
More bad guys. Just what we need. Feel the wrath. Tremble before blast.
He should be dead. Instead, he's at 2/3 HP, guys. Cool.
Keep going. Control lost.
This is real fire.
The dash up. Intentionally did that, so... Oh my god, Jeff. All you had to do was move. I just did that so I would get healed, and then he decided he wasn't going to actually just run away, and instead tried to spit me out when they're all focusing him.
Keep your curses to yourself,
Bro.
demons chose their queen wisely, magic.
Brain dead gameplay. Neat. So, I would classify this as a DDA match, guys, but we'll see.
I'm just a sword for hire. This is
I wanted to get an idea. I didn't want to play the last match at all because I wanted to figure out whether or not this is true or not. Can't test fucking Scroll Grill and I can't test a loaded match, so.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You intrigue me. I have never encountered an Oni forged from metal. Demons. And where I come from, they are made of flesh and bone.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
A shield.
3,
Many thanks.
2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Once we get this timeline thing sorted out, I'm taking a long vacation somewhere with lots of stuff to steal.
Ah.
Our adversaries gather.
Kleptomania is important.
I am as good.
There you go.
Before fast. Hey, Didi!
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. The mission area is yours.
Assemble!
Step aside.
Success!
Reborn.
Our adversaries gather.
Sayonara. Sayonara.
Who even hit? His teammate?
This will do nicely.
By the way, I didn't even know the magic could dodge it, so she portaled to dodge it.
This is real firepower!
Yeah, little bro.
Fury is almost yours.
I don't give up so easily. Step aside.
And performing like shit, despite the fact that our accuracy looks normal. It actually looks pretty good. We just don't do the damage. Status quo.
I'm just a sword for hire. This is all so much bigger than me. This should keep me safe.
This is a nice spot.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Nice sword. What's it do?
It is psychic.
Cool. Mine has a piece of my soul.
I admire that commitment.
Watch this place closely.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I forged my sword with my very soul. There's no spell that cannot come through.
That different from Psylocke's soul? No one died.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture.
Tremble before fast!
Do nicely.
He tried to show me good and failed at it, guys. Nope, that's already gone.
You're mine.
'Had an extra 5 seconds, guys. We would have been good.
Step aside.
3 seconds? 2. Pretty close. 3.
Control seized.
I needed to dash up. I don't think my dash was up. I hit shift first, and then I hit my cloak. But then my shift just came up right after. Once again, guys, if they ever enhance the bottom right UE so like it pops or something when your cooldowns come up, be very, 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 very beneficial. More so on Psylocke, she has a dynamic cooldown reduction, and if you get no regs, that means it doesn't cool down as fast as you think it does, even though you shoot the person and it looks like you hit them. So even keeping track in your head is prone to error.
Tremble before fast!
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
You're mine.
Hidden Mr. Fantastic tech, guys, if you have a short ceiling and you go into his ult, he literally becomes a bouncy ball and instantly destroys anyone in it. But most Mr. Fantastic don't know how to do that. We did shite. Absolute shite. Ah, yes, the Love and Thunder. Oh my god. Well, that was a movie that Thor was in. It was true. That's not where we want to be. Hey. Well, I had to play 2 games to get that out of the way. 1 second, guys. Doop doop doo. Dooba dooba doop doo. Dooba dooba doop doo doo. Doo 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 doo.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
My audach is sharp. My mind is sharper. I fought Oni, slayed demons. This should be easy.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Did you
Oh, yeah?
ever behold beauty in your world?
It looks like he's getting ready to fucking... He's stretching, guys. That's a good emote for,
Then
It's a good emote for, Iron Fist is a stretching emote.
The battle starts in 5,
repulsion.
4,
There's a lot of really cool emotes you can make for characters.
1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
If you wanted to.
Here they come now. That's better.
Your god is suffering.
How do you think little bro knew, guys?
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
He turned before the Jeff ever did.
There are more of them than us.
Dr. Strange is gone? How?
Step aside.
Capture the mission area.
Sayonara. This will do nicely. Here they come now.
Bye, little bro.
Out of sight. Step aside.
Yeah, I guess I'm not getting the rest of my HP. And unfortunately, everything came out. Everything left, guys.
Out of sight. Sayonara. I need time to heal.
The dragon unleashed!
Little bro has those dashes on overdrive.
What a difference. Sayonara. Split your wings.
Double KO!
My psychic blade can cleave metal as well as mine, Ultron.
Remember where that goes. Top right?
We cannot let them take this place.
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
Oh, bro thought I was going to go through. He was going to show me good. I have an objective to win, though.
Out of sight.
That is healer.
This spot requires attention. You're mine.
Alright. Much better. Not amazing, but much better.
Everything in this place feels so familiar, and yet so strange.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Your idealism refreshes a battered old soul.
You can't be that old.
Astral projection makes me feel.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
A shield. If we see
Literally
all
printing money,
timelines,
guys. Cosmetics.
perhaps I can
And sell.
finally return to my own.
There's so many you can make.
Here we come now. You're mine.
He fucked up his E.
Out of sight.
Looks like the mission area is yours. Action now.
That guy might be using a speed hack.
Step aside.
Looks like he moves the same speed.
Sayonara.
He moves the same speed when he's using his boost, which you saw out there at the end, as when he's just moving around. I know there's a speed hack in the game for Storm and
Ultron's waiting. I want the thruster. Look who just showed up.
Out of sight. You're mine.
defense vault. Dude, what were you even swinging at, game? What were you even swinging at there? There we go.
Step aside.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Everybody needs a hand sometimes.
That's better.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Oh my god, Cloak just saved me. You know things are working out when you can pop Jeff like a balloon, so.
You're
All right.
3.
What a difference.
The area's almost yours.
Which is what we should have been doing for the last 3 months.
You're welcome.
Sayonara.
Armed and dangerous.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
He has arrived.
KO.
Farewell.
That's 3.
Hey, team.
Much better. Isn't this much better, guys? I am literally doing twice, well, more than twice as good as I was earlier. Yeah. The weird thing about, guys, about my technical problems that I have, about the whole ordeal that's going on right now, is it's like swinging from anywhere from a gold to silver in terms of skill level to like a top 500, maybe best in the world sort of scenario. At least it feels that way. We'll go top 500 player. And that juxtaposition is maddening, as Dr. Strange says. KB's insane. Insane, guys. Well, live and learn. If what's doing this is what I'm thinking is, guys, the last 10 years, this is responsible for the last 10 years of my pain and suffering. Oh, we'll pump the brakes on that one because it's still hit or miss. Either way, they 100% changed something in Season 2 and that fucked up things on my end. And a lot of people's ends, apparently.
Enemies can become friends, but only if we show our foes respect.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
This should keep me safe.
We are not so different, you and I, Captain.
Two soldiers who would do anything to protect their nations.
Let us hope our goals remain in sync. America and Wakanda clash.
It could very well be the last war we ever...
You gonna draw attention to me over here?
The battle starts in
Good.
5,
You're a great healer, Invisible One.
3, 2, 1. You have to stop that from securing the mission area.
He just looked right at me. Also looked right at me.
How sad.
Yeah, I went the wrong way. I was gonna go for the med. Thanks for the likes on TikTok, by the way. I don't know when that happened, but it happened at some point. Appreciate it, guys. Pretty sure likes help drives the algorithm for people showing up in your channels. So. Not doing remote damage there. Been dead.
Reborn once more.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Sayonara.
Make it in.
My hunt continues. Step aside. Out of sight.
Doc Rocket is in the office.
Step aside.
Maximum pulse!
Sayonara. An iron suit cannot withstand a psychic blade.
Hey, bud.
Farewell.
Get one.
That's better. Farewell. The time to find a yacht.
He stole my med.
Enemy has arrived. Out of sight. Gokigeyo.
Collecting cosmic energy.
To victory!
Take the bad guy.
We're in this together.
That's unfortunate.
Armed and again!
Went too far to the left.
Again!
Farewell.
Rise, my friend!
Dude, that fucking res. He's like literally right in the middle of the open. The fuck is that? Whole area's gonna. The fuck is this? By the way, sometimes like they make the maps too destroyable, but at the same time it also makes the maps very different. So the idea that they constantly just change things over and over again is actually good, even if you don't like the current iteration of the maps.
Maximum pulse!
This is real firepower. Wait, isn't he the guy who was? I'll catch you. Bad guy.
If just came up, I hit it twice. If only the icons popped, guys, whenever they showed up,
Reborn.
whenever the cooldown was up.
Out of sight.
Imagine.
Armed and dangerous! Again!
Dude, why are my shots delayed now? What is going on? What? Everything's delayed now. Ping is the same.
Reborn once more. Farewell.
Follow the enemy.
Out of sight.
Hey, bud. By the way, if you guys didn't know, on Penny's ult, if she has a little spider web down, it actually, like, to crawl over the new web, and it's actually extremely damaging.
I seek your assistance.
That's not open. Hey, bud. Did you not? A lot of shit there, guys. No, got your ult. Got your ult. Mine now.
I'm back.
Actually, there's one curious why I didn't have it. Lots of shit there, guys.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Ah, the aid I require.
Farewell.
Better stop that vehicle.
Not sure if this is a good idea.
Farewell.
It's now or never. Stop them.
Me hard comms. That's crazy, guys. That means we're doing our job.
Don't give them another inch. Or else.
Farewell.
Armed and dangerous!
Extermination!
Maximum pulse!
Aren't doing the wrong amount of damage anymore, guys. If that's not apparent compared to earlier in the match for whatever reason. Not exactly sure why. Which is the difference between basically us winning is up until we stalled them at P1 to P2. And then about, what, 2/3 of the way through that, I just stopped doing damage. Resflation, yes. I don't know why fucking people care about. Doesn't matter how many deaths you have, guys. It's what you do in the game. Deaths don't fucking matter at all. Only exception being people that have way too little deaths and they don't actually have get out of jail cards means that they don't actually participate and commit to fights, which is highly detrimental. Some tanks can actually get out of tough situations, but a lot of people can't. So if they have a lot less deaths than the rest of the team, it usually means they do dumb shit. Actually the opposite of what people think. It's not showing that people are bad, it's showing, or good. Showing when people are bad. And it's not most deaths, it's least deaths. There's some exceptions, some characters are really good at getting out of tight situations. Captain America, Venom, Hulk.
This should be easy.
Certain healers like Rocket, Jeff if he's good.
Magneto. Wow.
Yeah, Adam has no escapes, yep. So he's just gonna die, especially if he's getting dove in the back line. Not to say if he has a bunch of deaths, it's good, but he could also be doing his job and dying a lot. It depends on his heals and how good the reses were.
4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
You expecting Danny Rand?
Here they come.
You're mine.
Sayonara.
Quiz looks fun to punch.
That's better.
A nice deep freeze.
Octopus down.
Farewell.
Step aside.
This will do nicely.
You know he's waiting on cooldowns, so basically he can't do anything until his cooldowns come up. Look off, dude.
And I thought Hydra had too many.
Sayonara.
Fucked up my,
I like the cold.
What a difference.
There they are.
Watch your back.
huh. You went the opposite way you should have went to survive. What the fuck is that? Brain dead.
This is real firepower!
Your minions failed you, Namor.
Farewell.
You know how I just lost my E? Shot through him. How did he not die? Anymore. I thought that was the BP.
My life cannot be your mind. Sayonara.
Better stop that beat.
Tremble back!
Step aside.
Sayonara.
Awfully getting heavily followed for whatever reason. That's not where I want to be.
It's spider time!
What's going on down here? He dead.
We stop them in their tracks.
Lots of should be deads going on here, guys.
I have reawakened.
Step aside.
Farewell.
This is real firepower!
For mutant kind.
Back to the ocean's depths, humans.
Step aside.
Out of sight.
You watch your back.
Yeah, it just rounds robin everyone in the fucking alt. Oh yeah, it literally perfectly went to the person with the most HP. The fuck is that shit? Every single fucking swing, it oscillated. What was it, like 6 swings?
That's better.
This woman just killed him. And we're doing half damage to the Ultron.
Much better
Reborn once more.
Ultra Rage Supreme! This is real firepower!
That's better.
Space Ribbon's amplifier is
Sayonara.
Little bro literally just went in blind hoping you'd hit me. That's hilarious.
It's spider time!
So this game, guys, we're definitely doing half damage to a lot of players. Alright, we got some decent going on here. I'll always kill the nest first, guys. Just shot through her. Dude, fuck's going on here?
Healing magic. Lovely.
You stop them in their tracks!
Step aside. What a difference.
Only 60 seconds left.
miniature metal spiders. Interesting. If you wish to survive, you must prepare me.
Here they come now. Step aside. I require help.
You stop them in their tracks! Down to 30 seconds!
Stand your ground, soldiers.
You're mine! Shields up! The final 10 seconds!
Spiders.
Insta snap headshot me over the ledge. Oh yeah?
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Mine, love. You're mine.
I'm counting on you, friend.
Here they come now. Don't die this spoil.
I don't know if it was worth it. Obviously not dying, but I don't know if our teammates could have came in to contest. Pretty sure I died to the spiderlings.
I'm back.
Better stop that
Mind,
vehicle!
body, and soul. You're mine.
I was debating about contesting like the entire time, and I didn't.
Out of sight. My psychic blade can cleave metal.
It's now or never! Stop them!
Their headshot. I think little bro's cheating now. It wasn't earlier. I don't know who that was. Namor?
Only 60 seconds left!
Who couldn't hit shit?
I have step aside.
Insolent fool.
I'll show you good, mister! You'll regret killing me! I just paid $30 a week for this shit! You guys didn't know? Oh my god. If you didn't know, cheats are generally per week. They aren't per month, they're per week, and they're extremely fucking expensive. Well, depending on which ones they are and how good they are.
Armed and dangerous.
Step aside.
No, he should be dead. He's not. Dropped in half HP again.
Final 10 seconds.
I'm back. You're mine.
Together to victory!
Shields up. Keep fighting until we have a winner.
Could also be dead.
It's fighter time!
Brain dead little bros can't even go for the med kit. That's insane.
Tremble before fast!
I needed that. You're mine. Did I hurt? Good. Out of sight.
Little bro is literally brain dead.
Double kill.
That's not where we want to be.
Watch out, they're headed our way!
Nope. That needs to go. And she dies. It's actually kind of amazing that people don't know how beneficial the penny nests are to pennies. It's not just damage, it heals her too. Gives her a lot of sustain. Game doesn't have armor, but if it did, it definitely feels like they should give her character armor from the nest when she's standing in. This guy, I'm pretty sure, started cheating partway into the match when he switched to Winter Soldier. At the end there, when I mentioned it, it seemed like he toggled off, though, because he stopped headshotting me out of nowhere, so who knows? A lot of kills there, guys, that didn't happen. It felt like they should have. But overall, much better than our other games we've been having the last couple months. So. All right, I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back. Right, we got started late tonight too. Well, later than normal. And a backfill.
I've fought Oni, slayed demons. This should be easy.
They've made it halfway! Stop them! Better stop that vehicle!
Assemble!
Literally the moment. There's a med over here. That's not it.
Out of sight.
You get a web and you get a web and you get a
Lovely.
Don't mess with the amazing spider!
Fortunate.
Lovely.
outnumber you.
Billy has his friends show up to help him. Gotta break up the snowball first, guys, before you can actually start contesting things. I don't know why the tanks aren't going in.
I'm back.
Alright.
Mind,
They
body,
hit
and
a
soul.
checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them. Better settle.
Armed and dangerous! Again!
Farewell.
Again! Again!
My psychic blade can cleave metal.
Alright.
Again!
And a little bro took the fucking medkit on the side.
Better stop that vehicle. I like the cold.
Enemy has arrived.
It's now or never. It's your will. Double KO.
Healing magic.
Lots of dysfunctional on this team, guys.
Need some help. A nice deep breeze.
That's better.
It's a grand finale.
Yeah, I know what he's doing. Shift just came up. Healers are fucking DPS. It's crazy.
I'm back. You're mine.
Saving the healers only to get abandoned by the healers. Good. One of the problems with stopping a steamroll, guys, is even when you even when you start to stop it, the morale damage is so far gone.
Out of sight.
Bye. My ult now.
Need some help. Better stop that vehicle.
You're mine.
Why wouldn't you have one for the med kit? Oh no.
Your powers are
This guy literally just fucking bapped. Whenever I show up.
Out of sight.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Everyone's dead except for me. And Magneto.
My time to shine.
Reborn once more.
You guys literally trying to shoot me through the spawn wall? Like brain dead? Are you cheating? Cheaters get like rage induced like constantly. Very easily enraged and start doing dumb shit. Alright, where's your bat lamp? Oh, I actually registered that. I know! It's not hitting him! What do you want from me? Oh, what he's doing. He thinks he's gonna be hot shit by going for a med kit. You need more than a med kit to save him. I'll take a med kit though. It's my med kit! Stop taking it! They're literally trying to kill me. Uh-huh. We're getting hardcom now. This is 100% a pre-made. Because no one gives a shit in fucking quick play. Except for pre-mades.
Now, Hulk mad! Only 60 seconds left.
The enemy has arrived.
Your powers are mine!
Yeah, little bro. I knew it was gonna be for me! I 100% knew it! And then we got a melee on him. Hey, bud. I got one for you. Uh-huh. Bat lamp's gone. I still have bad registration on them, for whatever reason.
I don't give up so easily. Step aside.
I like the cold.
Consider me
Why can't I move?
Little bro knows how to use his shift ability. Neat. Yeah.
I like the cold.
Yeah? Hey, look who's on Moon Knight. And then immediately cleaned it up. Not going to share state secrets with you guys, but Moon Knight and Squirrel Girl are actually really good clutch when people are in overtime in the cart. But you didn't hear, well, actually, no, you did hear it from me, because I have to, you know, brand recognition, right? Yeah, literally just shit on their face after he popped out with Moon Knight at the end there. And for some strange reason, even though we swapped characters, the fucking Punisher, was it? The Punisher was still trying to kill me. Which I think is the Winter Soldier, right? Yep. He knew. For some strange reason, he fucking knew. Went into his ult and tried to insta-kill me immediately, but we line of sighted him. See how that works, huh? Also, by the way, we turned around the train wreck.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
My order is sharp. My mind is sharper. Everything in this place feels so familiar, and yet so strange.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Does anyone wish to find out if they're worthy? Come on, it'd be fun!
Haven't plenty of people lifted it already? There's Cap, Jane Foster, that alien horse guy.
Obscure lore.
Battle starts in 5, 4,
Greetings.
3, 2, 1.
Some assistance,
Avengers Tower!
I'm trying to help. Everybody, double KO. That's 3.
You lose, demon. Sayonara.
No! Oh, I missed my melee. That was actually me missing my melee too. Not a no-reg melee miss.
Wave it. Keep going.
Step aside.
Avengers Tower, here we come!
Farewell.
I love a good juicy Jeff. Oh my god, nom nom nom. Shark fin soup, guys.
Farewell.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint.
That's the tip of my dash too.
What a difference.
Double KO.
Spiders don't forget!
Do?
healing power.
Ah, he's no longer Jeff.
Healing power.
Farewell.
Was exactly on my position. Oh my god. Wasn't even Wanda. Our the Ultron very certain is cheating. Got one hit on him. Like literally oblivious. I don't know exactly why I missed so many people.
My hunt. Step aside. Out of sight. Dim magic.
You get a weapon! You get a weapon! You get a weapon!
It's spider time! Double KO.
Mind over matter. Farewell.
That's 3.
Hey bud.
Iron Sea cannot withstand a psychic blade. Out of sight.
Dude. Just like literally accidentally dodging line of sight on me.
Healing power.
Mine, your mine.
What's even going on there? I thought he has a charge attack. He is cheating. That wasn't the Iron Man, that's the Ultron. The fuck is that?
One bug his system couldn't beat.
In addition to him basically shooting me out of my cloak.
Sayonara.
You will complete your objectives, my robotic.
Maybe he just is a laser beam? Maybe it's a team up.
The enemy has arrived. You fought well, man of spiders. Out of sight.
Yeah. I thought that was a healer. I might have been able to kill him. Alright.
What a difference.
Defense ball. That's a win.
Second chance is over.
Sayonara.
Wait. Wait, little bro. Come on. You didn't run away. Alright. Luckily there is a ult there.
Step aside. My psychic blade can cleave metal as well as Ultron.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum. You're mine.
Also, she should have been dead a lot sooner there. And do the right amount of damage. It's like 70% damage.
I require some aid.
Farewell. I need time to heal. What a difference. You fought
Behind you, my friend.
Oh my god, she just accidentally fucking webbed me. There's no way. There's no fucking way. That was an accident meant for the fucking guys. It's the Groot ult. Oh my god, brain dead shit. Dead RNG. Yeah.
this tiny little man will save us all. Sayonara.
There we go. You had ult up. Yoink. Hey, they fixed the bug with the ult.
You fought well, man of spiders.
Alright. Pretty sure that's an ult. Not?
Out of spider problem is over. Out of sight.
Hey, bud. Even when we're losing, this is much better, guys, so.
I have reawakened. Step aside.
Citadel of Midgard
Sayonara.
heroes.
That's better.
Oh my god.
Rise, my friend!
Actually pretty good, although I'm pretty sure we would have killed her.
Second chances.
It's actually kind of interesting how, like, the prevalence of characters and people play. Like, there's people already playing the characters that are about to be buffed in the next season. Like, maybe my matches are rigged because I'm a streamer, right? But the characters that we're playing against, the prevalence of certain characters has already went up. Like, we're seeing more Wandas tonight. That being said, Wanda is getting a nerf. they market it as a buff. She's getting a nerf. Purely because her ult now slows less, but it does 100 more damage, which isn't going to fucking matter if you can't catch people in it in the first place. Wanda's getting played more. We've seen Iron Man's, although Iron Man's getting a nerf, right? Character we've seen a lot more of tonight. No things. Thing, as I mentioned before, it might be OP as shit. It depends on how his haymaker is going to work with the knocking out of the air. Remains to be seen, guys. All right. Well, we had another night of pretty good games here, guys. Like, most of our games, except for that one, what was it, the slug one? What's the slug one? Symbiotic Surface. Except for this one, and there's like one of these two. Like, it's kind of janky. Otherwise, our games are pretty good, except for the first two. After that, things got much better. So, it's ahead by an hour? Oh yeah, we covered the patch notes in a way. We also covered the patch notes at the beginning. Biggest changes to the patch notes, by the way, Wanda's getting a nerf. Biggest changes to the patch notes is Mantis now has a much more meaty tank heal. Whether or not that's going to be enough, I don't know, because I don't play Mantis, but it's definitely retooled, so she'll actually be relatively useful on tanks. Because it is a heal per second, it might actually be pretty good, because she can do multiple tanks at the same time. Depends on how that plays out. Hot healers, as I mentioned before, have a lot of opportunity to be good for multitasking, but Mantis isn't really in that form right now. But otherwise, Thing might be OP good or pretty good. It depends on how his Haymaker turns out with his anti-air ability on it. The ability that he can actually dash around the battlefield is actually a huge deal, and I suggested it when he first came out. I also suggested a CC on his right click, but make it more impactful. But as of right now, I mean, depending on how it works, it might be pretty good. So Mantis and Creature, or Thing, I don't know why I call him Creature. Thing, definitely gotten buffs. Yeah, infinitely different games, guys. We'll continue to mess around with this a little bit, but yeah, I'm going to call things for this evening, guys. If you're new to the stream and you enjoy things, reach the follow button on your select platform. I stream to Kick, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Trovo, as well as TikTok every day from late night to early morning, GMT-6, late night North American time. You stream for about 45 hours, give or take, depends on my life, what's happening, etc., etc. We had a late start tonight, guys, in addition to covering the patch notes, so only a handful of games, but that'll happen. But alrighty, guys, I'm out here for this evening. Thanks for watching my streams always, and I hope you guys have a fantastic Thursday night and Friday morning. Have a good day, guys.